But I said
no
it's single
thanks.
player. Let's
What?
start this. Let's start this.
It was a fun drive though. We had a big car. We had seat warmers.
Oh, it's like me going to Idaho.
Yeah. Huh? Please read attention before playing.
Yeah. Oh, why are you doing it? It's only you.
You can do the next one. I can watch you. 1 pumpkin, 2 pumpkin, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1,
3
2,
pillows. 3
3,
pillows.
4, 5, 6. 6 candles, 3 pillows,
A
broken
chair.
mirror, 2 chairs.
How many
1
chairs? How
mirror.
many? No. How many chairs?
1, 2,
1, 2, 3.
3.
Yeah, that's 3.
So 4. Wait, 5 pumpkins.
3
6.
pillows. 3 pillows.
3 pillows, 6 candles.
Wait, what else? There's something hanging. What is hanging?
It's a chandelier. Oh!
No.
Oh!
It's a chicken.
Hey,
And a
hey!
fish. What's Hey Hey doing in Fortnite? Oh, bear rug. Bear rug.
Bear rug. Okay, for the questions.
Okay.
How many pumpkins were there? 5.
Yeah,
I
5
remember
pumpkins.
counting it.
Wait, it doesn't show the answers for me.
Was there any
Oh.
lantern? No.
No. Okay.
Well, what was the blue? Right?
Yeah, blue. Yeah, blue.
Okay.
Couch.
Okay, now it's your turn.
No, it's your turn.
Again?
Yeah, it
You're
just
not
goes.
in?
Yeah, it just goes one bite.
Oh,
It's
that
only for one
sucks.
thing. Okay.
1,
Yeah,
2,
okay. How many cars? How many cars?
3. Okay, 3 old cars. 1,
Oh, the waiting
2,
game.
3, 4, 5, 6 new cars. It says Boogie,
Cedo.
1 trailer,
There's
2
2 buses.
buses.
2 buses. How many lampposts?
2.
One. No.
Oh, 4.
4. 2 yellow thingies.
Yeah, 2
Two,
yellow things.
2 yellow thingies.
Telephone. No, 4. There's 4.
1, 2, I need to remember the amount of cars, like the old cars.
Yeah,
1, 2,
I'll remember the other things.
I hit my eyes as I said
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things.
Oh, wait, so there's 5 in A and 4 in B. Okay.
Oh, what was written on the van? A boogie.
Yeah, boogie. Boogie.
How many chapter 1 cars? Free.
Nice.
How many
The
vehicles?
There was 5 cars in a bus, so 6.
Oh, Jesse.
Wait, 5 cars in. Wait, side A. How many cars are there?
5 cars in a bus, so that's 3. Or 6. 6.
Oh, the
Oh,
devil.
here.
Oh, what, Rocky?
Oh no, I was thinking about it for the Surround story, for the Monster Academy, in one of the scenes for the tournament, there's a part where your character ends up fighting AJ's character one-on-one.
Nice.
and he wins by ring out.
Nice.
The way he does it, he picks you up and throws you out.
Cheater.
Yeah, like you go for a full-on hard punch, but then he just dodges and catches you in midair and throws you right out, using all your strength to it, you know.
Mhm.
So it's like you're mobile. It's like
Wait, you do the like stories?
Yep.
Is that what's again asking? Like, what do you like?
Yeah, like do you want to join in?
Yeah, it's just like how our characters meet up with each other, because we're all characters in our own way. The way I look at life, you know, because I read all these cool magazines, manga, anime stuff, and then it's like, wait, how come we can't have our own characters? You know, so that's where it's like,
Yes.
That's why
Yes.
Zoran is like our story. It's not just my story of my character. No, all of our characters meeting up, where it's like, you know, where we end up having respect for each other and just, you know,
that is
we all.
so like creative.
Huh?
That's really creative because if I.
It started like.
Because if your character, if you do have a character, if you do want to have a character, like if you do decide to join the story, whenever you want, it doesn't matter because it's not, you know, like, it's all in good fun. But it's like, I could definitely write it in there, and then I already have an idea.
I want a character now.
Yeah, because I already know who you meet up with first out of main characters, you know, and main characters I mean like out of the family and friends, you know. So the first, she meets up with 3 people, all at once, and then yeah, but it has to be in her drunken state after drinking Mountain Dew.
Oh my God, Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
So it was not a good. It was not a good scene of a start when she meets up with these 3 characters, the main characters.
I feel like it's first Scan and Steve.
No.
Nah, just no.
You know who it was?
Who?
The first people she meets up with. Yeah, Shurui for one, yes.
Yeah, I knew that.
Second one, Chiaki, yes. Third one, Kota. Then 3
Of course the couple would be there.
Yeah. And it was just like not a good start. And it, you know, like, and this was when, the one that, she was just this random character at first that just happens to be walking by, and she was just, when she drinks Mountain Dew apparently, as, you know, like, in a comedy way, she don't get drunk off the alcohol, she don't drink alcohol, but when she drinks that, you know, Mountain Dew stuff, pop, or soda, whatever, holy crap, she's one of those characters that gets drunk off of pop. I mean, no alcohol involved, baby, but, you know, like, still, like, what? Pop? And there's gonna be some characters that actually get drunk off of just simple orange juice, you know? They can't have orange whatsoever. You know who that is?
The drunken...
You know who gets drunk off of just eating oranges or just orange juice in general? Anything with oranges?
Yeah.
You know who?
Is Ken?
No, Q.
Hey! Yeah. Oh no, that's no good.
Yep. And that's how Bola was born. In a drunken state, I was dragged into the bedroom. Like she was the caveman and I was the cave woman, like, you, me, make love, now. It's like, what? What era is this? I'm not coming with you. Next thing, she hits me over the head with literally a vase.
That's scary.
And I'm being dragged. And it's like a horror film where it's first person, where I'm blacking out and coming to, you know? That kind of thing, like those video games that we see, Jess. So I'm literally getting dragged, and it's like I'm blacking out, and every time and it shows me like in the living room at first getting dragged, and then also I black out again, and then I come to, and I'm being dragged up the stairs. I black out again, and then all of a sudden I get thrown into the bedroom, and I'm laying on the ground looking straight at the bed, you know, and I hear the door lock, and then I black out again. Next thing I get thrown on the bed, you know, and I black out again, and then I see her butt naked, crawling on the bed, and I'm just weak, you know, because I get hit in the back of the head, you know. I'm concussed because of her.
Now you know how I feel.
Oh, that was way before you even met Cece too.
I know, but
so it's like funny when you guys complain about your own situation. I just think about like, how else did I get these kids? Because of her stupidity of drunkenness over oranges. And I like oranges. I can't even have oranges in my own house anymore. Whenever we have parties, I gotta make sure she don't eat or drink anything or have anything that has to do with oranges. Really, Vicky? You're really over-exaggerating. Really? I swear to God, you better not give her no oranges. Next thing, one party, she actually had some oranges. And she didn't come after me, no, she just got in that literally drunken state, apparently, from eating oranges. And literally just started fighting everybody in the family. And all you guys tried to do was try to calm her down, like, hey, calm down. And then she's sitting there like in that drunken state personality, like, hey, don't you tell me to calm down. And she just knocks out one of the family members. It's like, what the frick? What's going on? Hey, go get Hibiki, now. And all you hear Keinuzuki, Rizzo, King say, like, hey, what the hell's wrong with her? What happened? I don't know, we gave her some oranges and then out of nowhere. And then Keinuzuki, Rizzo, King go, you will? You gave her what? Oh, shh. Hibiki's not gonna like this.
For real, you got knocked out, or you faint?
She was about to go, and then at that party, in her drunken so-called state, man, she was fighting everybody, and she was about to slap one of our kids, you know, in her drunken state. And out of reaction, just last minute before she could slap our son Cage when he was just a little boy, man, I came tackled her right into the pool. And she kicked me so hard I literally flew out of the water, you know. And here I am all wet on land, like, oh. And I'm trying to get my air back, you know, because I was just in the water and I get kicked so hard that it knocked the air out of me with water in my mouth. So and I'm trying to speak at the same time, saying, Who gave her oranges? You know who did? One of the Octobers. Bunch of bitches. And it was Mitsuki, and they go like, they wanted to see if it was true, and apparently they got what they answered. They got their answer. Or she did, and I got so mad at her, I'm like, I'm gonna deal with you after. You're gonna help me contain her. I actually asked for Mitsuki's help to help me out. You know? All you guys did for me was just like clear the way, you know? Until me and Mitsuki could calm down Q. Rizzo, King, Keinuzuki, they just did the same thing, like, guys, don't just stand there, help out. Oh, Jesus. So it was me, the Swarm Brothers, and Mitsuki October fighting Q. And she was just, like, on point, dude. Kicking our asses. Oh, it's the hag. Jesse, it's the hag.
Good luck. That's all I can say.
I found the hat.
Just luck.
Oh, they knew the hex was here.
5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, what the freak? 1, 4.
I don't know why there was a random trap there. There was a hex.
10.
Always something in this Dead by Daylight. I hope I titled this thing right.
5 blue. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 yellow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red.
Yes. That didn't take long to get.
So there's 2, 4, 6, 10 green, okay. 10, 4, green, Are you freaking kidding? I hate this.
I'm back, yo.
Yes.
Yo.
What up, yo?
I'm getting scared, yo.
Oh why, yo?
He's playing Dead by Daylight. You should try it. You should try that game.
But yeah, you know the 3 characters as I was mentioning that you meet up with if you want to have a character in there?
Yeah, religion.
When you first come into the story. They were gonna go meet up with somebody else and then you just have me this random character at first that just bumps into them and you're like, hey, watch where you're going. All this space and you have to walk into me and then you're the one who walked into their way.
Oh, I
Yeah.
walked into that.
Yeah. You know who the 3 main characters you meet up with? Sigen's character, and then there's Charlie, and then his girlfriend, Koto. Kelly. He made quite the first impression. Drunk off Mountain Dew.
Oh, dang, that was... Oh my god, that's embarrassing.
And it's like...
Drinking Sprite. The alternative.
Rocky was just talking to me about his character's wife. And like what she gets drunk off.
What does she get drunk off?
Oranges. Anything orange related.
Like, even an orange shirt?
No, not oranges. No. Not, I mean, as in the fruit, like orange juice, orange slices.
Gina! Say something. Can you turn on the Bluetooth? Wait, hold on, let me show you this video. No, turn it on, turn it on.
You're showing Gina something? Oh, Bella, you wanna try spot the difference?
She did it backwards. Okay, turn on the thing.
Bella,
Yeah?
you wanna try spot the difference?
Yeah, hold on, let me connect my Bluetooth so I can listen to music.
It's actually pretty good. I don't.
Okay, Gina, can you volume it? Wait, don't volume it down. I have control. Close the door, please.
I'm already in the game. Wait, Rocky, are you the obsessed?
You guys
No,
always...
no. So far nobody's obsessed.
Nice.
Dang, I have no space. Yeah, it gets really hot. We should
Bella,
do...
join spot the difference.
Wait, hold on, hold on. I have to finish
What's up?
the just to make sure she closed the door. Today she didn't close the door. Dude, it's okay. So my sister cut her hair, and like she puts it back, like how big boy like they grow up.
Oh, she found me.
Are you listening?
Mhm.
You know, like,
Oh, me?
no, because girls do it too. Yeah, anyone who's listening. But
Oh, okay.
people like they flip their hair back, and Regina has bangs, so when it goes back, it like goes on the side of her head. And I was like, why are you like Lord Farquaad? You know, you have close the door.
You're gonna expose her like that?
That's what Bella does. She exposes anyone.
Sarafina.
Goes all the way.
Sarafina.
Oh no, what happened?
Oh no.
The difference download.
She was trying to click. Did you talk and stuff?
Oh no. Oh no.
No, she was trying to close the door. And her next door. You know when you close the door, you can't really hear anything in the hallway. And like there's a little crack in the door because that was where her fingers.
Oh my.
Like in the distance. Ow! Ow! Oh my god, she's so.
Oh, that's your sister.
You know, that's stuff that you can't make up either.
For real. Oh my god, I was dying. What is my song?
Are you spectating?
You started it?
Yeah.
Oh no. Where are you? Oh, you have to shoot where it's different?
Uh-huh. you shoot the one on the right.
I'm going for it! Wait up! Wait!
Where are you?
No!
You have to
Hello.
go here.
Wait, did you beat the first level? Or
No,
like,
I have to go to level 1.
look behind you.
Oh!
Oh,
Oh! Oh!
do you
Guys,
have 1,000 health in this?
Yes, sir.
guys,
That's crazy.
Wait,
Yeah.
can you walk through this? Oh,
I know I shouldn't be sharing this, but I'm so scared I'm clenching my butt cheeks.
don't worry, I do that too.
Like, oh,
Wait, which one do I shoot? I already know which one's wrong.
I can't shoot my butt cheeks.
No,
Oh,
Ah! Ah!
why would anyone want to shoot your butt cheeks?
Oh, that's not what we're talking about? Okay. Forget it. Wrong conversation.
what are we looking at?
You're looking for differences. Let's spot the difference. Go on.
Oh my.
I
Do
love
you see these?
This
Do
hay.
you see the thingies that are marked, Stella? Do you see the stuff that's marked? Ooh,
Oh, which one is it?
Oh shit. Oh
I know.
shit.
Oh my god, I love this song.
This hay needs to get out of my business. Okay, teammate, do not screw up on this generator. Just a little bit more.
Oh, Rocky, you remember the beat that Bella told me to give her when she was about to rap last night?
She wanted a beat, you gave it to her.
She wasn't specific on what beat.
Oh, you're shooting everything that's not there?
You shoot everything that's not on the other side. It's spot that difference, Bella.
This? The killer just
Jeez,
gave
I
up.
know, I'm just saying. Excuse me.
That's the Mountain Dew.
Actually, it's the Sprott. The
It's
Mountain Dew's coming
Whatever.
up.
Whatever, they're the
Oh,
same
that's
difference.
that's more worse than the
Mhm.
Mountain
Same
Dew.
difference, they're both pop.
I'm definitely put that in the story.
What? What? I didn't even see that one. What the frick?
So there's gonna be scenes, Bella, with your character in the mirror episodes in the ahead if you want a character. You know, it's gonna be like, so you get invited by Sigen's character Shurui, to parties, and then introducing you to our characters, and it's like, oh, nice to meet you, and then one of the
Okay.
characters go like, hey, here, would you like a pop? And then as you're about to grab one, Shurui slaps it right out of our hands, and goes, don't give her no Sprite, nor Mountain Dew. Matter of fact,
Why?
don't. And then here's you, yeah, you don't, and your character just sits there and looks at her. Why? It's like, why? You don't remember the first time we met, do you? No. And if the first time you think you met was when in the Monster Academy tournament, right? Where you were sober, apparently. But they remember the very first time. That was the second time you met them. The first time you met them was just a random moment where it's like, what's up? It's like, hey, can't you see I'm walking here? Three of you blocking the streets like that, and all of a sudden they're looking at you. You're the one blocking their way. You were there. You just happened to walk up to them. And you're already causing trouble for these characters. Like, what the heck?
Oh, I can't wait. Wait. So what do you do when you finish the story?
I'm already writing it down. So, like, each character has their own little
Horizon.
chapter and how they meet up with the
Like-
character. Huh?
Wait, hold on. Reset, give me my weapon. Nothing. It's just fuzz. It's nothing. It's not.
Ew.
Just go give me my. Where's
Have you ever
BJ?
farted? Have you ever farted when snoozing?
Yeah. Oh my god. Even when I'm on my. Oh, sorry.
I have
Dude,
done it before.
my friends, they say the same thing. I got, dude, it will be like, but the way they bring it up, because you know I'm trying to be like somewhat of a gentleman, because I know how people are. They just don't want to talk about that kind of stuff. Next, what happens? One of my friends, a girl, goes like this. Her name's Abby, that I went to school with. It's been a long time, but we're sitting there at the nurse's office. Next thing, out of nowhere, hey Rocky, you ever sneeze sometimes and then you just fart? And I go, and I just can't help but laugh. And there's this other girl waiting to go see the nurse too, that was waiting for, and next in line, and then we're just sitting there laughing, and then and I go like, yeah, what human doesn't, or what animal doesn't? Next thing, what happens? Well, I go on my period. I go on I sneeze, whenever I sneeze, my period, it sucks when you're going on your period. And I just couldn't help but start laughing, because I'm just like, oh my. I'm looking at her like, again, it's a human thing. What can you do? And then she just like, see, you understand, Rocket. And all of a sudden, the girl that was sitting there listening to this conversation, I'm looking at her going, I'm really sorry for what my friend is talking about right now. But plenty. Who hasn't? Anybody who says they hasn't, you never farted at school? Damn, you know how to fart.
Me,
of course I don't just do it in class. I mean, if you do, you just can't help it. It's like, oh man, it's coming out. I can't hold it. It hurts. There you go.
Well, if you hold it in the fart, it's something bad's gonna happen to your stomach.
Yeah, no, it just hurts. In my
That's
case,
what I learned.
Oh my god. I used to always hold in my fart in elementary.
Why?
I don't know. I was just so embarrassed, so I kind of struggled.
I used to hold in my poop whenever I go to poop in school.
I used to poop whenever I want to poop.
I did. What made me stop doing that when I was in elementary? I know what you guys are talking about. Everybody that's gone through that has an experience of embarrassment, but that was my first embarrassment in school, where it's like, but nobody noticed it but me, and I was still embarrassed because it's like. But the funny thing was, I literally, you know, like, I tried to hold in my poop, but it was just that really bad kind of poop where, you know, it was gonna come out, right? So I literally, yeah, exactly. So I went to the teacher and asked for a hall pass if I could use the bathroom, and then, you know, they go, okay, here you go. And I'm literally trying to like stay in character, you know, try to be all like, okay, I'll be right back. But no, inside but outside I was sweating. Man, that's how much I needed to go. I tried my best because it was just the last hour, but apparently I couldn't do it. It's like I have to use the bathroom. So I get to the bathroom, and right when I literally step foot past the doors to the boys' bathroom, I literally pooped my pants, right? My shorts, right there. Didn't go in my pants, but my underwear. So it's like I took it off, went, you know, did the rest in the toilet, but then it's like I'm looking at the underwear like, yeah. So it's like I literally picked it up with my 2 fingers, you know, like on the side where I don't touch the poop, and then I just threw it in the garbage. And then I washed my hands, looked at the pants, it was still good, and I literally washed myself up, my butt and everything. And I'm walking to class. And then literally minutes later, it didn't take long, but minutes later, you hear the intercom of the principal coming in, going like, yeah, any student that was pulling a prank, that's not a funny joke. And then we're all wondering what the heck happened. Apparently the janitor already was cleaning the toilets, or doing his rounds of getting the garbages, and the janitor got so pissed. that it because the thing was it smelled bad, you know. It just smelled so bad, and then so I felt so bad for him, but it's like I couldn't help it. It's like what else am I? I'm not putting that underwear back on. So
For
it's like,
real.
so my friend is sitting there like laughing about it, and that was sitting next to me, and I kind of was like sitting there laughing like, huh, yeah, what a loser. Next to what happens when the intercom was done, saying like, when we find out who it is, you're gonna come talk to us, you know, really trying to. But then, of course, I didn't get in trouble for it. But the only person I ever told this story to at the time was my best friend, Warren. And I told, hey, by the way, you know whose underwear that was? And he goes, whose? Mine. And then he just started just bursting out laughing while we were having like a reading time, silent reading time. and the teacher goes, and because of his laughter, me and my friend got kicked out of the class where we had to sit outside the class and read outside the hallway. But we didn't read. We were just talking. What happened? It's like I tried holding it. I was telling him the whole story, and he couldn't help but just. He wanted to laugh so hard, but we were in the hallway this time, so he's really trying to hold it all in. But it's like giggling to himself, like, "Hey, shut up!" It was. I couldn't hold it. It's really embarrassing. It's like, why didn't you just go, man? I don't like using public bathrooms.
Oh my god.
But that was my little. So I know what you guys are talking about embarrassment, but that's my embarrassing moment. But something I have to live by. My idiocy.
I remember in 5th grade, I had he was my friend. Like, for some reason in like elementary, I was a very innocent, like very shy person. Not shy, but like I was just scared of getting in trouble. And when we went to middle school, I was just a rebel. Like, Jesse would look out the window and I'm running from a teacher.
Oh, jeez.
In elementary school, I was in 5th grade because that was our last year in elementary because they switched up the grades or whatever. So it was, I was going to the bathroom and my friend Colin, he was my best friend at the time. But,
Wait,
like,
Colin.
Wesley. Or Westrom.
Yeah, I know that kid.
Yeah, he was my best friend in 5th grade, apparently. But, like, you know, stuff's changed.
Oh yeah.
But,
yeah, that happens.
yeah.
Yep.
He, like, he was like, Bella, like, I came out the bathroom and, like, washing my hands. He's like, Bella, look at this. It's like, I can't go in, it's the boys' bathroom, you know, I can't go, kind of, like,
Yeah.
I can't go there.
Yeah.
Like, no, come on, if somebody comes, I'll try to distract them, like, distract them from what? They're gonna see me walk out. He's like, just go look. I was like, oh, okay. So I went in, because there was writing on the thing. Stop shooting me! There's writing on the toilet, or what is that thing called? The urinary?
The urinals? Yeah.
Yeah, the urinals.
Yeah.
There's writing on
It's
it.
a guy thing.
Like, I really wanted to see, and
Jesus.
I was like, oh, okay, let me go see. So he was like, yeah, come. I was like, okay, I'm coming. So I walked in, and as I'm walking out, my brother's coach's son, like, he's like, cause I walked out with the boy, and he's like, what are you doing? I was like, huh? You know what? I walked out with him, and he's like, what are you doing in there? I was like, what? Oh, nothing, what?
You should have just said like, I was curious about your guys' urinals, man.
Dude, I would've got in trouble.
It worked for Fyong. That's what she got.
Oh my god.
She just walked in. Fyong told me the story back when we were like, when she was in middle school. She said that she just went into, she got curious, like, I wonder what the boys' bathroom looks like. She just had that curiosity, you know, Fyong, and she just happened to walk in there. She told me this story where I'm like, and I wasn't surprised. It's just something that she would do, you know. When she's curious about something, she's just gonna do it. And I, you know, like, what can you do? You can't help but respect that, but that's her problem, not mine. So when she told me this story when she was still in middle school at the time, oh man, I was like, so was it something that you expected it to be? And she sits there and goes like, so how do you guys use the urinals? And so I just started laughing. I'm like,
Oh my god.
yeah, that's information that you could say for your honey in the near future and ask him. Yeah. So it's like I couldn't help but just laugh about it. It's like, that's between you and the future whatever honey that comes up. You could ask them.
Oh.
I'll leave. I kept teasing her about it. Like, I'll leave you in suspense.
What if she told Wally?
Wally would just tell her. I'm pretty sure. They're adults now. What the hell? But I'm pretty sure she found out way before that. You know.
Oh, this Michael.
Oh my god.
My car is gone.
Hello, can you subscribe to me, please? I can, but I. So what's your Axe Gamer Gal 9 and Noble Society dope content. Keep it up, bro.
I killed 2 people. Bro, how many people I killed? 3 people now.
Jesse, you see the
live
no. Chat thing?
On what? Your
current live? Yeah, no, on the Dead by Daylight right now?
Yeah, that's what I said. Current live.
Oh, I didn't hear that current part. I didn't hear that current part.
How many people did you kill? I'm actually using minigun.
I need to refind myself.
I'm actually using minigun. Yeah.
Wait, what about the live? Or the...
No, it just... Do you know them? I don't know them.
Oh, wow.
Oh, what the heck? Where's the last few? There's 2 more.
I'm losing money, bro.
Who farted?
You.
Curtis is so quick to answer. And no thoughts about it or anything, just who farted? You.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna go get mine. I'm gonna go get mine. That's it.
Get it, Curtis. Just go get it.
I'm gonna go get. You think no one else know about that glitch? Everyone know that glitch, sir. I'm sorry. Okay, I'll go before. Go.
Demonura.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to kill you. But I'm sorry. You can get a free kill. You can get a free kill. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you know the first fight, if Bella joins, that I'm thinking about for the first fight that she helps out Sauron, Jess?
Who?
Against the Octobers.
Good.
Her first fight, and it has to be against the Octobers.
Can I get inside my
But you know which one? Just that one at the time, Mitsuki, October.
Oh yeah, before we even knew.
Yeah, before we even knew, before anybody else knew about the other 3.
Oh good. Mitsuki is no good.
Who the heck is the killer here? That's where you find out. You thought
one
October was bad, but then you find out there's another, and another, and another.
I just wanna dirt. Something so I can feel more. Ah.
I thought you were gonna sing Silent Night.
Because Michael's gliding. Oh, I heard that.
I love how she had to repeat herself from the very beginning. Now continue on.
Caroline, no.
Where's it? Where's it?
Sir, it's
I got the
not a
fan.
new way.
I just shot someone in the crotch.
Whoa.
No families for
Stop
them.
shooting at me!
Only, I bet only meet the person, no. The secret kill the person. I bet.
Gosh, this song is
Where's the
so
fan?
catchy.
Your person, the fan is still there. Okay, I'm coming, I'm confusing. But the fan is still, where is it? Still there.
Stop shooting at me!
I haven't heard that song in a long, long time.
Hey, we can listen to it when we come over.
Just play it.
Where's the night test going up on it?
No, they're not.
We're
going-
With all this COVID going on.
Maybe watch Friday night, probably.
Yo, shoot, dude.
There's a needle.
Gosh, I just hit my spray.
Wow, fella.
Right here? What the heck? No, it just spawned.
Man, cleaning up pop mess? That's not fun at all.
Alright, let's go.
Okay, we're missing one more thing.
What?
And I don't know where it is.
Oh, now I see it.
You.
Go shoot that helicopter over. Go shoot at it.
Oh, there's one more challenge, one more level after this. Just shoot everything.
Oh, look at this sand. Look at the sand.
Bella,
doing?
just shoot everything.
Right there?
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, Rocky.
What's up?
Remember all those days when we would play Call of Duty Black Ops? The original one?
There's no one sleep.
Jeez. Zombie mode
Oh.
goes.
Zombies. I used to hate. Alright, I used to like hate playing zombies because I think it would be hard. But then I got the hang of it and just getting kills.
Yep, killed himself.
Guys, wait, there's somebody here. We have to say hi.
Who's this?
Hello.
Hello.
Who the heck?
Killed himself. I
Say,
go in.
say, hi, who are you? The heck? How, Rocky.
Who the heck are you?
I don't want to go.
You know what? I'm searching this up on YouTube.
So this is what it's
We
like.
need to go break
walking
yourselves.
through the gates to heaven.
He's like, we're going after it. We're going after it. We need them to.
I
Okay,
killed
we
you.
gotta try to go get. Look how many cops following us.
Are you gonna respawn? Oh no. I'm sorry, Jesse. I mean, Monkey.
Who's this person?
It's a SVG.
It's not gonna get in.
Yeah, who was that?
Bro, I accidentally killed him.
Does the person have a name?
You're walking through my thing.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there's the fin. There's the fin. I'm playing. Where's Chris? Where's Chris? Oh, there he is.
Oh, wait, what is that?
I'm talking, Curtis. You're loud.
For real?
Just kidding, Chris, kidding.
Boy, if you don't.
Bella, I found out what it was.
Yeah, 'cause you looked it up, buddy.
But it was the bird. The second bird.
This is nasty. Look
That's
at
what
that
no
thing
one do people when the practice start shooting at other people.
What the? I didn't even see that one.
Well, what? I died. Yeah, I died. By the orange dude. Huh? The robot.
Toilet? Oh.
Ah, my freaking aimbot.
Oh.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, I'm the one.
There's tires.
Hold on, guys. I'm coming to you guys.
Oh, you could go up. Oh.
Yeah, you can drive it. Drive it and drop me
walk
up.
into it.
Jeff.
Oh, yeah, because the fan is coming to you.
Oh yeah,
I'm
Rocky.
next to you guys.
Did you know that we're not the other there's another family heading to your place?
What family
Cover
is
me,
that?
guys. Cover me.
There's so many
Young and them.
They're so farther away, aren't they?
No, bro. This game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're coming too.
Bro, where is
Hey, whatever.
Yeah, do you see it?
The more the
Okay,
merrier.
I was like so confused.
3 more.
You know what it is? I bet you they want to come so they could go fishing. Wally and them.
Where's my car? Where's my car?
But
Or they just want to come visit.
visit or just like get the
Go
whole
fishing.
go fishing.
Listen, are you using my car?
Everyone loves
They just need the whole typical
No.
license thing, you know.
No.
You need a license
Can I
for
go-
trapping,
can I-
license for everything, to do anything. And
Wait, what?
Oh, Chris is on my car. Chris is on my car. Hold on.
Yes, it
Huh?
is.
Get in. Okay, come pick me up. I'm here.
There's a difference right here. Bella, do you see it?
I'm
Oh,
about
wait,
to
never
die.
mind.
Jeff Johnson.
No, I died.
The one right here.
You kill me. The same
Nope.
dude.
Ow, my eye.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3.
Are you
Imagine being
kidding me?
ugly.
Oh yeah, that's me.
Every time I
I'm
say
getting
that,
bullied, bro.
Jessica,
I cannot.
one of the
Wait, for instance, oh, you died.
She goes, well, I know what it's like, so let me tell you. I'm like, okay.
We're waiting for the story.
With Jessica and Olivia, or just Jessica.
Bro, I cannot just get
Olivia's
out of
always on the phone with Judy.
this place, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say why, but Olivia has a boyfriend. So it makes no sense.
We don't bother her. Me and friends will only call.
This dude, think he's so good.
Oh, my
Listen, go to a nightclub and just bring it.
Bro, back.
That's the
Back.
same thing I'm
What?
talking
Back. Rocky. Rocky.
Oh, you're talking to me.
I meant to, but the thing I'm about to tell you involves that. So yeah. So I told Becky about like, are you gonna join us in the war with guns and all that? Yeah, and then she said, yeah, I'll shoot you. I'm gonna grab a stick and hit you all.
Oh my.
Exactly.
That's her stick grenade.
No, she's gonna
Those
use it
stick-
as a weapon.
Those stick
Okay.
dynamites, but they really hurt. Throw a
No,
big
she's gonna-
branch right at your face.
No, she's not throwing it. She's hitting it. She's gonna.
Oh, you could see
Gonna
her
use it
throw
as a
some
melee.
too. She
Gonna
said
use
her
it
and
as
I
a melee.
mentioned she mentioned that to me when her and I last played. She was
I'm
using
not
the
that guy
Genji
no
account,
more.
and then
No
she
more
sits
that.
there and said like, "I'm gonna just find a stick and throw it." I was like, "Throw it?" It was like, "Yeah."
Oh, I didn't even know I'm friends with this. Oh my god, good morning, princess.
But I gotta. I'm going all in with the freaking outfit of mine.
Hey, you gotta make sure that you wear clothes that you're able to feel the bullets. Of course, wear
Oh, yeah.
safety on your eyes, but you know, don't put on too much where you're not gonna feel it.
Yeah, I'm gonna wear a sweater. Like, not like a bulky sweater, like a thin.
I mean, this is
Like, I
all
have-
good and fun, but you know, people have to be honest when they get hit. You know.
I have this white sweater that's like made out of. It's not even that thick. Like the material.
I'm so glad I wear a mask that I bought because I can hear the bullets hit my face, and I'm always getting hit in the face for some odd reason.
Yeah, I heard, like, I saw you wearing a mask.
Oh yeah.
I'm like,
because I always get hit in the face by a dodgeball for some odd reason. So I was like, you know, what's going to be the difference when it's bullets? So I just put on a mask this time, and man, does it help. But it still sucks that, see, I told you, you guys are just so good with headshots. No matter who it is, I always get hit in the face. I'm so glad I wore a mask. What the hell?
How come people look crusty when they wake
up? Huh?
Oh my god, I was playing with friends on Sprint.
Okay, when you complete this level, you receive big surprise or not.
But yeah, you're playing with whose friend?
A friend's son.
Oh, okay. She stopped mid-sentence. And here I'm all interested. Kiddo.
What a cheater!
What do you mean?
Oh.
Cheated, I know.
Mm-hmm.
Hello? Is it me you're looking for?
Oh my god, I thought that was a freaking new person who tried the thing when Jesse started singing.
Hello?
This guy's voice is different.
Is it me you're looking for? I can see it in your eyes. Now you're gonna die.
Hello?
Oh, sorry.
Oh my god, the only thing that scared me was your breath.
Yep. Just like me.
That's why you missed.
That's
why you're gonna be 30 and single.
Wow.
How dare you already tell me something I already know.
How dare you tell a child that?
I'm in the fan.
Whoa, Curtis is in the fan.
I'm here. Oh, that car. Nice.
Okay, I'm gonna do my good night streak, because I don't wanna Snapchat anyone the rest of the day or night.
What's a streak? I'm just kidding.
It's another SVG. Hello?
Okay, I gotta go.
There's a lot of SVG.
Oh my goodness.
Hi.
Oh my gosh, the cops. Oh my gosh, I'm about to die.
Don't die, Curtis.
You're gonna die, Curtis.
Chicken leg beast. You want some chicken leg beast?
Bro, I was going back to what I was saying though. I was playing with friends on Sprint.
Yeah.
And he's Asian, right?
Uh-huh.
And he was like, he goes, shut
What's
the
up, booger?
Shut the F up. And he does XD.
No.
This is when we were playing with friends on, Preston.
Uh-huh.
Friends on his friend.
Yeah,
and he like texted me again. He calls me the N-word. He calls me the N-word. He goes, shut the F up again. I'm trying to play.
Yeah. Wait, the one we were just
That's
playing
what he said
with?
to you?
Yeah, Preston. Yeah, so he said. I was like, boy, if I get like he was, cause then I told friends like, yeah, he's try hard.
most players like that are tryhards. So it's like.
And here's the thing.
And that's where I troll. That's where I troll a lot of people when they get so serious in the game.
Rocky. Here's the thing.
Huh?
In that same game, he just left. So I don't know why he say that.
He left. Same game he left.
I'm just shooting at the chat right here.
Boy, what are you talking about?
And like he's so slick over like text calling people lagging and stuff.
I don't know if it's lagging or I'm lagging.
Yeah.
He's so slick.
I think he's
it's one thing when they're.
It's one thing on.
It's one thing online when they, you know, anybody who does that, you know, anybody.
It's kind of annoying. And he goes to Lakeville.
Lakeville Mall.
Oh well.
I
guess the thing is, everybody has, I guess, every right to say whatever they feel, even if you disagree with it.
There's this one. I was watching a YouTube video.
I was
watching a YouTube video and like it was I was watching Love and Hip Hop.
What
right?
happened?
Yeah.
I love that show. I love the fights.
Wait, what? No. Wait, so you didn't do the glitch?
Like, I was watching and they confronted this girl because she said the N-word and she's like
you did something wrong. If she died, your car's not gonna explode. Or
she was like
if someone exploded, no one's gonna.
Bro, like you gotta watch yourself, you know, like you can't really say the N-word out of, you know.
I didn't even mess up.
But then her explanation was that she's been discriminated against before, and she feels like. Hold on. She feels like being like whoever been discriminated and
you have to stand until you see your car.
They should be allowed to say the N-word. But I'm like, yeah, like I disagree with her or whatever. Because that's what she said. Like she said that if you've ever been discriminated against or like colored,
well, you have anything on your
I feel like you have every right to say the N-word.
No, I'm going to show you. No, it's on.
And she never mentioned. She just said she is half black.
Oh, this did
happen. Yeah.
But she never mentioned it. That's why people had so much, like, you know, hate against her. Because she never said that she was half black. So it made her controversial.
What's this?
Yep.
Can you volume that down?
Oh my gosh.
Risan, cover your Roro! He just took a picture! PJ, to delete it, that's so weird. Why? Did he poop? Risan, get off you're on my bed! Don't! I'ma slap you. It's not funny. Get out and go wash your butt. No. Nasty.
He's using God.
Oh my.
Yeah, he's using God's mode.
That's not what I wanted to do.
Sunny.
Why this dude did not die? What the heck?
Gus! Oh my gosh!
This. That's it, die?
What? Oh, Rock. What's up, Rock?
Getting butt naked as usual. Yourself?
Okay. Ah!
Oh my.
Okay.
I swear this killer comes near me because of you, girl. It's over.
Man.
This dude cannot die. He's on God mode or what?
Yeah, he's in God mode.
I had such a long day today. That was great. Not better. Watch him. Okay.
Oh.
That's not me. Curtis, move! Man, I almost had him.
I'm sorry, there's a killer on my back. There's a snake in my boot.
Is that your, what's it? Is that your office? Like under a nightclub? Yes, like hiding in the wall. Yeah. It's like one of the laptop. Yeah. Hmm? Yeah. Rocky.
Yeah.
Can you hear Jess?
No, I can't hear him.
You cannot hear you, Jess. You gotta leave it going on.
Is Nat acting up again?
So, me and the fan is fighting right now. Where's another fan? Where's another fan? Where's another one?
Yes.
There's two fan. Uh-oh. Guys, help me. I'm getting bullied.
Hello?
Hello?
You're in God mode, Curtis.
Yeah, no, but it's two fan.
Oh?
There they go. Not to hurt bully.
Rocky, can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Okay,
I can
good.
hear you now.
Bro, what the heck? It's always a Nash side. It's so weird. I just something to you, but then apparently you can hear it because of the Nash type, and then I forgot about it.
Don't tell me,
Bro.
Maria.
My car's went.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
You know, I just realized this whole live feed from the beginning of the live stream I just did here. It was nothing but us just talking about poop.
Oh my god,
I
that's...
know. I know.
I just thought about it just now.
Yep, that's all we were talking about.
Farts and poop. It's like,
Who's the main cause of it?
Listen. Oh. I'm gonna send you a picture of my mind, you guys.
Who are you sending it to?
Hold on. I need a...
Really enjoying that pop.
Wait, hold on. I wanna see who's on some.
So we can play with other people? Huh, geez. That doesn't sound good. There's no
Oh my
one
god,
on.
that's someone drinking.
I
I thought it was the killer this whole time.
I got a fart.
She takes
Okay,
a sip
there we
and
go.
Jesse, do you swear?
No.
neither does Jackal. Nothing wrong with that. I respect that actually.
Yeah, I was wondering, cause I was like, have I heard Jesse swear before? And I was like, let me.
I think you might have, but I don't know. I don't remember. I think you did.
That was Rocky.
I think you did.
Would you snipe me?
Back in middle school, I think.
You just sniped me, that's crazy.
But there's this one time I did on accident. And Curtis was there.
Well, accident don't
Curtis,
count.
watch out! Oh.
Like,
I saw it.
Is he in God mode?
Curtis.
Yeah, it's on God mode. It's on the same thing.
Oh,
Only thing you have to do, you have to snipe them.
Curtis. No, I just wanted to tell you something. Remember that time I accidentally swore? That's in middle school, when we got dropped out of school.
Alright, yo, bro. Can I go basketball, please? You go get in here.
The story goes that me and Curtis were just chilling.
Oh, I'm gonna get so emotional. I hate big
And we were just like, we were just waiting for the bus, and then I think it was Ramon, I think, came to visit, and then
I swear, where's
like
this
early in the
yellow?
morning, and then he just wanted to give us a ride to school, and then we got Donald.
Can I just go? Can I go in, please?
Okay.
Let me spawn next to my phone. Chris, I need your presser.
We're the last ones to like keep the school alive.
Go, Chris, go for the yellow dude. Go for the yellow dude.
After we left, the school died.
here.
Okay, give me your presser. I'm about to die.
Here.
I'm dead.
Yeah, that school is so dead.
Now he's gonna destroy it.
I remember I would be somewhat friends to your friends. Like I would get close with your friends for some reason.
Oh, the guy just left.
Let me kill this. Oh my
I
god.
just killed someone.
Bro, can you stop shooting? Oh my gosh, these people trash. They're just trash people out in there, bro. Why are they going after you? It's like 3v2 right now.
I know.
Can't do nothing.
Maybe they're just gay.
Until let me go to bathroom mode so I can get in my car.
What?
Again.
What? Are you serious? Where'd you come from?
Okay, so almost killed me.
Yeah, so happy now.
Bella, can you come to me?
Yeah, kill me. Yeah, I will kill you later, man. I will kill you.
Oh,
Oh,
never mind, you're dead. Probably.
I'm good now.
And then there's another team if you kill that person.
Yeah, dies.
Oh, I was so low. Oh!
I got shot from the side and I couldn't build.
What the heck? The ball is wait, all the long distance without dying.
What was I saying?
What
Oh
the
yeah. Our advisory players.
Bro, no,
Chris, I'm here.
I used to have people that, like,
Alright, give me in.
I remember I would have, like,
What?
some younger friends that would, like, post about the middle school, like, even before we
Get in the back. Get in the back.
Like before we were quarantined, I wouldn't even see a single post from my younger friends from school.
Hello, what's wrong with your driving?
Because it's so dead.
I'm in ghost for him, that's why he didn't kill me.
I do too.
You know what
Oh,
I
yeah,
remember?
Bella.
What I remember when I was in school, I was just
Just try to shoot at them.
First grader, you know, and I was just a first grader, and
Okay, I'm going
I
for the
don't
yellow
remember.
dude.
I didn't
You keep
remember it
killing me.
because it was so
My
long
dad
ago.
can
But
keep
then I
killing me.
remember because my mom mentioned it that she saw me on the hill at elementary before the first bell rang, where we had to go line up and get ready to go inside the school and start the day. And so like it was like,
oh yeah, I remember
so apparently I'm up on the, there's this nice cool hill where kids could hang out to play, and me and my friend were just playing up there. Me and my best friend that was playing up there making snowmen and just, you know, fooling around with snow. And next to what happens, these 3 6th graders, you know, big kids, came up and they came and just stomped on our snowmen, you know. And of course, you know, it's like whatever, but you know, we were kids, so we were like, going, hey, what the heck? This, we made that, you know, just being, you know, bullies. And so my friend, for some odd reason, they were like, they literally pushed me down, and they pushed me down. And you know, we were just like these first graders, you know, and these are just 3 jerk 6th graders that were just picking on kids. And so it didn't, you know, I didn't do nothing because apparently I didn't really do much because, you know, like I was just a kid. These were 3 big guys, you know. It's like, what can I do? But the thing that got me out of nowhere, pissed off mode. Excuse my language, but it's like when I got in pissed off mode. Only reason why I got pissed off is because they were picking on my friend. You know, I seen them about to like lay a hand on my friend, and so out of nowhere I just reacted because I knew he had a condition where he cannot be roughhoused, you know, because he's really weak on certain parts of his body at the time.
Oh yeah.
So my reaction went straight to throwing a snowball at one of the kids' head, and so when he turned around, I literally came by, and yeah, they were bigger than me, but you know, the bigger they are, the harder they fall, right? So I went straight for their groin, you know.
Dang it, Curtis. Almost there.
I hit one in the balls, and then I kicked one right in the knee, and then I just started jumping on this the third kid, and started grabbing his eyes, you know, like a mad kid, you know, just going for his eyeballs, you know, about to trying to pull it out.
I can never like stand up to people like that. You know, I'd be so scared.
Oh, I was scared, but I was like, I didn't care what happened to me, but when they were trying to mess with my friend who already had a condition at the time, you know.
Did he kill me? How?
And they bullied him a lot because they kept asking him personal questions. Hey, what's that on your belly? Because he has like this tube on his stomach, right? And so they would pick on him for that. And I go, hey, it's none of your business. You wouldn't even, and even if he told you, you still wouldn't understand. And they keep asking, can't you just take it off? It's like, if he takes it off, he's dead. He's bleeding out. Man, and I was just a kid, but that's all he had to tell me as his friend, you know, like, and I just told him, hey, whatever, man, that's all I need to know. It's none of my business, but I just know not to mess with that part of the body. You know, that's all I said, you know. It's in the end, it's not my business. You know, plain and simple.
Yeah, that's him.
So the 3 kids, and that's all my mom saw. She didn't see the beginning of it, but she said she saw me beat up these 3 big boys, you know. These 3 bigger kids. Yeah, so it was like these 3 big kids, and then one of them that I hit the knee pretty hard, but he still stood up and grabbed me and threw me, you know, like a rag doll. I was just a kid, right? First grader. He threw me. Literally, I went flying. But I literally got up quick. I literally got up quick and I ran on all 4s like an animal, you know? Like an animal, and I headbutted him right in the nuts, too, you know? And so when he fell to the ground, I literally grabbed his head and I headbutted his nose.
So when you, like, press exit the garage, right? And
yeah.
know how like people assume like based on your looks.
Damn, Jesse, can you hear me? Cause I'm talking too.
Oh, I get you. Yeah. I can't hear because of other people.
I can't
talking.
hear you. I can barely hear you too, Bella.
I muted everyone. I could hear you guys clearly.
Oh. Yeah, no, okay, now I can hear you. What was it again?
My bad, Jesse. I didn't want to scream at you. I was just getting annoyed. But back to what I was saying.
She's trying to talk, and I'm like listening to his story at the same time as you're speaking. I'm like, yeah, I don't know if it was because my side, but back in my day, it was like, Jesse, I'm trying to talk here. Oh, I didn't know.
Okay, but I agree with Jesse because nobody really messed with us, mostly him and stuff. I don't know, it was because like a lot of people knew that our bloodline was Islander, and they knew who our older cousins and older siblings were.
Yeah, the usual like, stuff.
Yeah, it's just like that. So, but in elementary, I was the bully. Like literally, like I felt like I don't know, like. I literally I was the biggest bully, but I didn't do any bad things to anyone.
Oh yeah,
I just,
Hurt. You didn't go looking for trouble. They wanted trouble, and then you weren't afraid to defend yourself. There's a difference.
Exactly.
Yeah, I hear you. No.
But it was I just felt like because I was bullied by these older people, so I was like, you know what, F it. So I started I made people cry who wanted to make me cry because I guess I brought up personal problems with them because that's what they do. When I was younger, I was a little small person, but then when I got older and I gained a lot of weight, so that's the thing that they would put make fun of.
They would try to throw the weight game on you, right?
Yeah, they would make fun of my weight and stuff. So I'm like, yeah. That's
hey, they made fun of me because I mean, we'll get back to yours quick. Hey, in my case, they would make fun of me when I was a kid, skinny. They would call me skinny boy, and yet I'm the one that would whoop. I'm always the one that.
Yeah, you would beat
I never like Jesse's seen how I fight. That it's I'm not bragging about it either, but I don't like fights, but I sure as hell ain't afraid to get into one either.
I feel like that's a normal thing.
Yeah. So it's I don't go looking for fights, but people always put a target on me for some odd reason, and I always end up being the last one standing, and then people spread rumors going hey, don't mess with the guys, but I beat up the one that's spreading the rumors about me like that, going hey, don't do that, then they're gonna come bother me and try to gang up on me, and it's I'm a human being that's afraid. I hate people. Give me a break here. But no, that's just the way the world is.
There's a lot of people in middle school who they were just being hella rude. In middle school, people already knew me, so I was friends with a couple people. Those couple people were friends with a lot of people.
I got shot in the back.
Hold on, let me heal up.
There's two different teams shooting me. And yeah, I get full kills from the person that really killed me.
Oh wait. But the only thing that I don't play about in school is my family.
Yeah. That's just the way it is with us.
I can get new friends, but I can't get my new family,
Yeah. I hear you.
So when people try to make fun of Chessie, bro, I get so pissed off. I don't know if it's just me.
Oh no, I hear you. That's just.
I get so I get pissed off to the point where I can't breathe.
Yeah, I hear you. It's me. I understand where you're coming from, though, because for me, Jesse knows me very well. Anybody that knows me, you can talk about you can make fun of me, but don't ever involve my family, because my family has nothing to do with you. And your family has nothing to do with me. This is between you and I. I never played that card with anybody when I got into fights. Whenever they sit there and play Yo Mama jokes, I know they're just Yo Mama jokes, but I don't play that game. It's okay, get out of here.
It just, I don't know, it just made me so, pissed off. And, I don't get along with Jesse a lot of the time, but,
yeah, no, he's family. That's just the way it is,
I can never, and then, mostly when it comes to Curtis, Curtis is so small, and, he can't really, he's tough. It's just that...
Jesse, Curtis are tough. Don't worry. Yeah, That's the thing with me. Like, I don't worry about that either.
I remember in 8th grade, I was sitting in my class. I had Chessie in my class too, but we never sit next to each other. I was sitting with my other friend.
She would always sit with her friend.
Yeah.
Because I was fucking. I mean, oh my god! I am so sorry.
It's alright, Rocky does it all the time.
But like, I would always sit with my friends, and I'll go over to Chessie's table and say that, you know, mess with his friends, because his friends are funny to mess with.
Yeah, my friends, one of them is French, the other one's Asian.
But like, what was I saying again? I'm sorry, I'm playing this game and I get switched. What was I saying, Chessie?
You would just chilling in class, and then you would come over to our table and stuff like that. And it was like something about the class that we were in.
I would come in that class late as heck, boy.
Yep, I would always ask you, why you late?
Was that a day
where... the first person
was that just another day where somebody was talking
because I always
shit
sit
about
next
Jessie?
to the exit.
No, it's just... There's a but. Wait, what was I saying?
Something about Jessie being, you know, like people talking crap about Jessie or something.
Hold on, let me try to remember. Cause I think that was it, but like, I can't really remember. This is the problem with me. I always. Let me see.
Multitasking, I get it.
Yeah, it's kind of.
Becky does the same thing.
Yeah, she multitasks, but she knows how to do everything.
She tries to explain something to me about certain things. It's like, are you serious? You were talking about this, was I? I don't know. That's what you were on about. It's just it's like, go back.
Bro, this is why I have anger issues. Can never ever remember what I was about to say. And Jesse, what was I gonna say? Oh, friend son. I heard I was in 8th grade sitting in my whatever class I had with Jesse.
Yeah.
And Jesse, we gotta go. The storm.
Yeah, I know.
I was sitting whatever class I had with Jesse, and he like, come get me. There's this like people like, yo, are you Friendson's cousin? Like, I know you know Friendson, blah blah blah. I was like, yeah, well, I was, because Friendson was going to Nicollet at the time. He was in Burnsville. Like, he was going to Burnsville school. And Isabel, Jesse knows what Isabel is, but my friend Isabel, like, she was like showing me this video. I was like, why is everyone posting that? Like, what's going on? And then she's like, oh, you didn't see the full story, like the full, go down a little bit. I'm scared. the full like video.
Keep talking, just keep talking. Don't worry about it.
He was like, the full video, and I was like, no, why? What happened? And then she goes, yeah, Friendson, he was getting jumped. I was like, what?
Oh yeah.
He was getting jumped. And they're like, yeah, you didn't know until do you see the face on, like the look on my face? Does it look like somebody told me? And then she showed me the video, and I was getting so heated. I got suspended that day. Like, I swear to you, I did not mean it, but I got suspended.
What'd you get suspended for?
Cause I have the worst, like, kind of anger issue thingy.
Yeah, she has the worst temper out of everyone.
Yeah, and it triggered my... We're in the storm!
Alright. Don't worry.
Are you carrying heels?
Yes, sir.
Okay. But it was like the worst kind of... Boy, we about to die up in here. Like, I had the worst temper.
I'm telling you a story. Don't worry about the other thing.
And I would get like heated, so I got suspended that day because of what I heard about what happened to Friendson.
Yeah. Obviously.
So I was like, wait, you're serious? Like, he got jumped? Like, people would try jumping him? And they're like, yeah, like, do you not know? I was like, no, like, no. And then, like, I was going off on everyone, like, my day was, like, ruined from there. getting friends on tier. But my day was ruined there. Like it just sucked. Like I started like cussing everyone out, mostly the teachers, and my counselor started like trying to talk to me, and then
I
like,
never talked to the counselor.
He goes like she goes,
you
need. She goes, I think you need like sit down and talk. I was like, no, I'm good. I just want to go home. So they, instead of going home, they put me in ISS. And I was with,
I hate ISS.
I was in the office. I was in the office with one of my friends, because one of my friends he had ISS too. He's like, yo, what happened? I was like, nothing. So I snuck on one of my, because my friend always gave me her phone, Haley. Haley Pantalong. But my friend, like, she always gave me her phone for some reason. So I was like, oh, okay, I'll just use your phone. So I texted my brother, and my brother, he has anger issues too. Like they get it. We both get it from my dad.
Yeah.
But like it was worse than mine, because he would take it like me. I have anger issues to the point I want to break things and not like low key fight, but when it comes to it, I'll fight.
Yeah.
But like he wouldn't even let people talk. He would just fight them right away. You know. So I told him about it. I was like, yeah, his name is Destin, and there's Geo. And then he was like, oh, those are people. Yep. And then he goes, okay, bet. And then they started like going on like Snapchat, and they're trying to find him. My friend Asha, she like, yo, have you met Destin? He's so nice. I'm like, are you sure? Because she was friends with Destin. I was like, yeah, I don't like him. And she's like, why? She's like, why? What happened? Did he do something? Like, obviously, why don't you think I like him? I don't like people for no reason. I don't not like
yeah,
that. Something like that.
Yeah, there's a reason for it, not just
there's always a reason I don't like someone. But she was like, yeah, why? What happened? And I got so like I stay after school every day, so like that next week, like I was literally her best friend. Her boy best friend. Yeah. It's headband, not band. Get it right. Get it right. Get it right.
Yeah,
okay,
no.
sorry, you're right. But she was on FaceTime with him, and I have BYC, which is like after school.
Yeah.
She was FaceTiming him, and I was like, yo, are you serious? And then they're like, and she's like, what? She's like, did I not tell you what I said about him? And she was like, because she faced the camera to me while she was on FaceTime. I was like, girl,
hold on.
What are you doing? And then she was like, why? What happened?
Yeah, this totally sickness.
Yeah, that kind of situation.
I was like, girl, if you don't get out of here, you know I don't like that boy.
Yeah, no. I had moments, you know, like, you know Jacob, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jacob, yeah. Like, now, this is like nothing but brotherly love, of course, where in my case, like, if Jesse ever told you, like, when we roughhouse, it's like we literally go all out, me, Jacob, Rao, and Reapon, us four. And then whoever else gets involved, we just attack them too. You know, go, oh, you want to play too? Come on in. And then we just fake wrestle, right? But we're really, you know, doing the fake wrestling and everything.
I would do that sometimes. Like, I would do that sometimes when Reapon and Ramon do it. Like, they would roughhouse, and then I would be like, hey, let me join. And then go after Ramon. At that time, he was the stronger one.
Yeah. But
I can never like roughhouse. I cry.
Hey, Bella, hold on. I'll be back.
I literally cry.
But it was like one of these days where it was my mom and them that went to the cities, and I just stayed home here with my dad. Right? I just decided like, yeah, I'll just stay home. I didn't want to take the long drive, you know, as much as it'd be fun to see the whole family again. But it's like, I'll just stay home. But Jacob and my other siblings, they went. to go visit the fam at the park, and you know, like they did the usual again roughhousing with each other. Then but they came back, and then the way Jacob told me, because he didn't tell Mom yet, but he told me first. You know, like he told me when he got home. He told us like, "Hey Jake, how'd it go over there? How'd it go over there?" And then he told me, "Yeah, Rock, you're not gonna believe this, but apparently I blacked out." And when he said blacked out, I thought he meant like he blacked out, like he just fainted, right? But nope. He told me that there's this random kid that was a friend of the that was a friend to one of our family members, you know, and I don't remember who, but just a friend to a family member of ours, and they were roughhousing, and the kid apparently took the roughhousing seriously. But he came from behind Jacob amongst all of everybody. For some reason, he went after Jacob. You know, again, me and Jacob were the skinniest ones, right?
Yeah.
But anybody could attack from behind, you know, is my point. But that was just it. Even if you're roughhousing, the way I looked at it, like I didn't really feel too bad for Jake, but I did get pissed off. Not at the kid though. I got pissed off at the kid a little bit, but I got more pissed off at Jake. You know, again, here comes that brotherly love thing where I went like, Jake, you amongst all people know never let your guard down toward a family member or a friend or a stranger. And Jacob knows me the way I am. I don't, you know, the way Jacob, he's the second oldest in the family, right? So he knows me. My parents know me very well too, and they know how I look at the world. It's not me being mean. It's just the way I look at it, you know, plain and simple. Where it's like I don't trust nobody because everybody has a dark side. When it comes to a point in fighting, everybody will unleash something that they probably don't know, but I know. That's why I always push everybody's buttons from the very beginning. I want to know where the line is crossed. And then it's like, okay. So it's like plain and simple.
Excuse me.
So, that's the way I am, where it's like I don't ever let my guard down, no matter who it is, family, friend, or stranger. I treat everybody the same. Plain and simple. Nobody gets a special treatment from me. Everybody's the same to me, you know? And so when I told Jacob that, he goes like, Rocky, I understand that, okay, but we were roughhousing. How was I supposed to know the kid was going to come behind? Yeah, but realize how you and I are always picked on because we're skinnier than everybody else? Huh?
Sorry, I was getting so mad at this game.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
Yeah.
No, you're good. But so that was how I looked at it with Jake. And then later on, here comes Fyong and them, you know, Becky, and to come visit us. And then I asked them about, hey, were you guys there when Jacob blacked out? When I brought that subject up, man, they just went on a talking spree with me about it, explaining the whole situation from what they saw. Because Jacob don't remember much. He just remembers being put in the chokehold and blacking out. You know?
Yeah.
And then that's when Fyong and them told me what happened. And then that's where I sat there and from their point of view, what they saw, you know, again, this kid was just, you know, he was a friend of a family member of ours, but he was just a stranger to the rest of the family, right?
Yeah.
So you should have seen Rowan.
Wait,
and
who
Repo.
was the kid? Like, do you know?
I don't remember the kid's name. I don't remember who he was. But all I know is that Fyong and them, they did not like it. But from what Fyong and Becky told me, that Ramon and Repo were in the Ramon was by the swings or something, and Repo was by the machines where you play with the dirt. You know, just playing with that. But then when they saw what happened to our sworn brother, my brother, right? They literally stopped what they did and stood up, and they were like slowly walking up like predators going after their prey, sneaking up on their prey.
That's what you gotta do. That's the rules.
Yeah, and so that's where I forgot who it was, JJ or AJ. One of them two goes like, hold on, bear with me for a sec.
Both AJ and JJ, they're scary. So.
Oh yeah, no, I
but like the bad thing about it is like they call me their little sister because they raised me like how my mom raised them.
Yeah.
But like They call me their little sister, and the thing is, they can never let me have freedom. Like, I can never, like, do anything without them knowing what I'm doing. Like, if I'm in Savage, I have to tell AJ what I'm doing in Savage.
Yeah, no, I get that. But every time you come to the party and he's in there and he goes,
yeah,
Bella, aren't you supposed to be sleeping?
Yeah, I'm like, come on, I'm 14.
And they just, come on, I'm old enough now. The hell you are? Go to sleep.
For real.
No, I love AJ and JJ. Sucks for you, but I mean, I love them.
No, it's really fun having them as like.
Oh
it's
yeah.
Like, it's like an honor, you know, that for them calling me their little sister.
Oh yeah.
Like, I feel so happy. You know?
I love them guys. Joy
like,
too.
You know what? Nobody,
I love picking on Joy.
Nobody better mess with me then.
I love picking on Joy.
Yeah.
She just sits there, and gives me that look like, hey, where's that smile? And then she goes, and she just sits there like, and she just sits there like, what? Yeah, you just give me this look. I'm not mad at you. It's like, you better give me a smile, cuz. Or else I'm gonna tell, and the way I handle it, I go like, you know, I'm supposed to be like this older cousin. No, I don't look at it that way. I don't care how old I am. I go like this. Don't make me tell on you. And they go, hey, how old are you to tell on me? That's supposed to be my job. It's like, hey, F you, that's my job. I tattletale. I rat people out. That's my job. Every man for himself in my book, and then they just wait, Katari. Oh man, but no, like I think it was JJ who told our family member. I don't remember, but I know they were there. One of them was there, and they warned our relative when like to the friend like, hey, you better get your friend out of here.
Yeah, like who are you to black out one of the cousins like right in front of everyone?
Yeah, and he didn't like apologize, or he didn't feel apologetic about it. From what I heard from Beck and Fiona and them, they just said that he was walking around all tough, like, yeah, hey, did you see what I did? I put a kid out in a sleeper hold from behind. Okay, yeah, in his credit, yeah, he did. To his credit, he did. But the thing is, it was, you know. So when I was told the full story and all this stuff, and then later on I was told from Fiona, like, she met up with the guy and he was trying to show off to Fiona or something, and next or whatever, Fiona kicks him right in the nuts because she did not like him for what he did to our family member, of course, you know.
Like, you're for real, you're trying to impress somebody, but that's their family.
Yeah.
What happened?
Remember when Jacob blacked out? That story I told you about, Jess?
When Jacob blacked out?
Yeah, when this random kid came from behind Jacob. When they were only supposed to just play around, you know?
Yeah.
Fake wrestle. You know, there's a term, there's a reason why we put the term fake wrestle in there, right? You know? But this kid came from behind Jacob amongst all people. JJ, you know, Beck, Young, or like.
Oh my God, Becky would kill him.
Yeah, but yeah, of course. No, Becky and them were pissed off, but they were like laughing at me in the end because how'd you feel about it when Jake told you? I got mad at him more than the kid, really. And they go like, that does sound like you, Rocky.
Oh man.
Because I didn't show no mercy to Jake. I just felt like, dude, because they know how I am. I'm like going like, hey, I never lost a fight in my life. The reason why? Because I don't trust nobody. And then that's where Jake goes like, yeah, well, not everybody's you, Rocky. You're damn right nobody's me, and I'm glad no one's like me.
That's I would say it as weird, but I'm not.
Yeah.
Got little kids here. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. But I just sat there and like, I was going off on Jacob when he first told me that, like I'm saying.
I would like, if I heard that, like, how, like, if I would go off on, like one of my siblings for it, and then I heard the actual story, I would feel so, like, I look and feel so bad, like, my face would, like, drop into a different dimension. I can never, because, like, I always give, of course, you know, having siblings, I always give them a hard time because I'm the youngest.
Yeah.
So, like, it's easy to make people mad when you're the youngest. And, like, I feel like I go too far because they go too far. So when I go too far, I, like, don't feel bad. They make me feel bad. because they tell on me. You know, that kind of sucks. I'm the youngest, but they tell on me. That's so... Have you met my siblings?
Shit. I think I have. A few of them.
I only have, 2.
Yeah, that's a few.
Well, I have 3, but like my little brother, he lives in Florida. I don't know what's there for him, but I hope he is. Oh! Here you go, Chase. Oh my god, the storm, Jess. We gotta go.
Wait, so the dude was like...
It was a long time. It was a long time ago. But it was because, again, remember, Chess, me and Jacob were just the skinny ones at the time, remember?
Before
and they were just picking, and you know how everybody teased me and Jacob a lot in the family that, hey, you guys need to eat more, you're too skinny. It's like, and of course we laugh it off, because we're not,
that's
you guys,
them.
Yeah, the family's not, but they know better than, like, to mess with us, even if we're skinny. Like, they can make the jokes, but it's like, we still can back up our shit. It's insane. So it's like, we're skinny boys, but yeah, okay, fine, take us on, we'll see what happens. It's like, round one and them, like, they experienced it for themselves, right? When we got into our first scrapple of fake wrestling, they really were surprised to see Jacob actually pick up round one for the first time, right? Ever. And Jacob was skinnier than I was. And I was skinny, but Jacob was skinnier than I was, you know?
He was the skinniest?
Like, lean built. Lean built, you know? Not skinny, but, you know, lean. And, but they were going, whoa, you could actually pick us up? Jesus. So it really made them laugh. So I really started laughing like, yeah, of course he can pick you up. Why are you guys surprised? You guys really thought he can pick you up? It's like, yeah, because he's, you know, they go, yeah, because he's skinny. It's like, yeah, well, and then the logic we would throw at them as a joke is like, yeah, well, look at Bruce Lee.
What?
And then they sit there and, ah, good one. It's like, exactly. Oh, shit.
It's a solo.
Why am I party owner?
Yeah, but that's...
What? It said party... I'm party owner now. What? Oh, okay, good. It just said a while ago. Huh. Anyways.
She looked like Regina, that baby means ugly.
But don't get me wrong, in my case, you know, like I have my fair share of licks in where I get punched in the face, slapped, kicked in the nuts, all that stuff, but still I have never lost a fight.
Someone kicked the ball into my nuts.
Oh yeah, no, that happens to me too.
And that was during gym, and we were like...
Oh, speaking of slapped in the face, you know the thing that makes it more funnier now that I think about it? When I get slapped in the face by people? It was most of my exes that I dated. Oh man, it would kill me because they would get mad at me for trying to. Oh shit! Hang on a sec. This guy found me. This guy found me. This guy found me. This guy found me.
Yeah, that's probably a problem.
But no, they would get, you know how they would sit there and say, like, how they, you know, like your hero, right? That kind of thing.
Because I can't hear them loud enough.
What was it? They would sit there and say.
Wait. Okay. Yo, I'm gonna get off for a little. I have to get off for a little bit.
Oh, that's fine.
I don't think we're gonna be on though.
Yeah. Yeah, no worries, well, Bella. Until next time. You know?
Good night.
Yep. Till next time, huh?
Till next time.
Adios. But no, the thing that happened, Jess, when I dated, it was really bad. You know, and when you look at it, but the way I look, you know how I look at life, it's like I only handle my problems, yeah? The girls, they always expect the guy to save their lives, which I never believed that. the girls are strong enough to defend themselves. The way I look at it, they're strong. Right? That's how I look at it. Everybody's strong in their own right. So when they sit there and try and tell me to go fight their battles, or where were you? Why didn't you step in there? I go like, I got no beef with them. What's that got to do with me? That's your fight, not mine. And they give me that look, of course, like, you're my boyfriend, right? It's like, yeah, what's that got to do with anything? I'm not always going to be there to defend you, protect you. That's not reality, kid. And they just sit there and give me that look like confusion, you know, like, what the hell? Because I told them, like, if you're expecting a hero, I ain't no hero. I fight my own battles. And they gave me that, you know, that look of, you know, like, who the heck am I dating right now? You know?
A man that gives facts.
Yeah, well, it's not being a man. It's just like, that's the way I look at life, you know? You have your problems, I have mine.
Just don't mix it. Stop trying to mix it.
I don't tell them to get into my business, you know? Like, when I get mad at people, and then one of my exes at the time goes like, didn't like the person because I didn't like her. I was like, what did he do to you? And then, nothing, because he's being a jerk to you. It's like, and? That's why you hate him? Because I don't like him?
Me?
Because he hates me and I hate him? How's that make any sense? And then, of course, they play the card, because you're my boyfriend. It's like, here we go with that, huh? What? It was like, you have to hate him for your own reasons. You don't hate him because I'm dating you. That don't make sense to me. And then they sit there with that confused look on their face, you know? It's like,
again.
Yeah, but it's like, that's just the way I look at it. It's like, you know, if you want to become friends with people, that's your business, you know? Even if I don't like them, or whether I like them or don't like them, that shouldn't matter. That's between you and the individual. What I care for, that's my business, you know? But it doesn't give me the right to tell you, like, hey, I don't want you hanging around with that person, you know? That doesn't give me the right to do that. That's like you trying to tell me that, you know? So yeah, that was the examples I was trying to tell them. It's like, you know? So yeah, that was that was my deal when I dated in school. It's like, that's why the thing though with my exes that I dated, I always heard from my friends saying like, the one thing that I actually got a compliment on, it's like the way they said it, the way they told me, the girls said it to me, they was like, Rocky was not the dateable type, but he always did make me laugh. And then my friends, and so when they told me that part, I just felt like, yes, that I'll take it. And they said, they're like, Rocky, you don't care if you like get dumped or anything? Well, no, it hurts. You know, of course getting dumped hurts, man. But at the same time, I gotta look at it as like, well, they could find someone way better. You know? Because they're right. I'm not the dateable type, apparently. I just, in the end, I worry for me. People want to be watched by, you know, it's a team thing. But I'm selfish. I am not gonna lie about that. So they sit there and laugh, my buddies, when they hear that part about me. And they just sit there and like, man. We'll play 2 rounds, Jess, and then I'm gonna head to bed, huh?
Alright.
Because
tomorrow. Better than none.
Yeah, because tomorrow I need to help out with the rest of the cleanup. I gotta clean up Bruce's kennel.
Oh yeah, since he doesn't like go there now.
No. He comes in here. It's just that since we have company coming over, you guys, it's like we're gonna put him in the kennel so that we don't have to worry about him being in the house or someone accidentally leaves a door open on him, you know, because it's not hard to give him a bath later, you know. So might as well just clean up. I'll just clean up his kennel again and put a lot more hay down so that just in case he doesn't get too dirty. and then we'll clean him up
So
later.
you're just getting
Because we already made a schedule for him at the area for him to get for dog spa, for animal spa or something. You know, where they actually clean up the dog, brush his teeth. You know, and then you just pay for it. People who get paid to take care of, to clean the dog for you, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we just had to do that. My mom and them made a schedule, and I told them, yeah, no, I'll pay for it. It's worth, it's worth it. I'll pay for it. He's my dog. I gotta pay. I'll pay for it. Jesus. He needs to get cleaned. He needs to get trimmed. Silly puppy. But it's funny, every time we put him in the kennel, he always thinks that he's punished. You know? He's being punished. Because when he comes back inside later on, he'll lay down thinking that, you know, like he gets that look like, okay, I learned my lessons. Like, you are not in trouble. We just had to put you out there because we had company coming over. You didn't do anything wrong, silly puppy. But the look he gives us really kills us. It's like, are you serious? You didn't do anything wrong, boy. The only time you do something wrong is when you try to eat someone else's food or beg for food. I don't want you doing that.
At least he's not that. At least he's that type of dog that doesn't eat. Like, he's not that type of dog that eats the people's shoes. Like,
Yeah.
You know how dogs.
No, we had a puppy that did that, and it got annoying, so we just decided not to. That's what I think. That was a puppy for everybody that one time at the Rusty, and after Rusty died, and then Mom and Dad tried to get another pup, and then that one didn't. I mean, it was a nice, beautiful pup, of course, but it just didn't work out, you know. So of course, Mom and Dad gave him away to a better family that could take care of the pup, and then we got another pup, but that didn't turn out well. You know, because he would just sit there and pee or poop all over the place, you know. And of course, me and Jacob were just still young boys that still didn't understand the word responsibility of taking care of a dog, you know. We would just, we always sit there and just like complain, like, "Hey, Jake, it's your turn to clean it up. Hey, Rock, you wanted the dog, you clean it up," you know, that kind of thing, back and forth. So yeah, so it was like, we were still young teenagers that apparently didn't know how to take responsibility when it comes to, you know, taking care of dogs. So Mom and Dad just gave that pup away. And then it came down to the point where we didn't have a pup for a long, long time. And then out of nowhere, when I guess after I graduated, the only thing I wanted for my when I turned 18 for my birthday was a pup. You know, out of everything else, I didn't care for anything else. And so Mom and Dad said they'll think about it, and they actually found half husky, half lamb, and that's Busa. And the first thing that happened, you know, he went, of course, when they first got him, brought him to the house. You know, I wasn't out there yet. I was in the bathroom. Then I see the pup outside, you know, really nice dog, not really nice pup at the time. I go outside, and the first thing the pup did was come to me straight away, you know?
Yeah.
And so right away, everybody going like, "Yep, that's your dog." And that's when they asked me, "What's the name? What are you gonna name him?" I said, "Busa." Named after the song Prairie, Angelina Prairie. Busasa, busasa, boo.
Oh yeah. I remember.
And it's funny when I play that song, he literally looks at the screen like, and he turns his head like, "Who's calling me?" You know, like that.
I remember we would joke about that, like whenever.
Yeah, and he actually hears it. He goes like, "Huh? What?"
Huh? Hmm?
Of course, you know, like, I couldn't handle Busa without the help of Jacob, Angel, Billy, Jacko, and Stevie, you know, and of course Mom and Dad. So I really appreciate the help, man. They and the rest of the family, everybody was just so helpful. Cause, but yeah, but the thing I always did was Dad's the one who taught me how to, like, "Here, Rock, you gotta learn to take care of your own dog." And I'm like, "Okay." True. And it's like, what do I have to do? Clean up his kennel. You know? That when we put him in the kennel at the time, remember? So that was the first time I had to do the kennel by myself. But it was hard work, but it was like, that's what it comes to when taking responsibility for your dog. You know? You clean up their mess. Give them food, give them water. That's the job. So that's what I did ever since. You know, I learned to take responsibility. One of the things I learned in life was to take responsibility for the things you want and the things you lose.
Oh.
That's how I learned about responsibility, I guess, because of Boost. And then for Christmas, I wanted a ferret. And that Christmas Eve, the day before Christmas, that's when I got Little Rascal. And the first thing that happened that everybody laughed about when we got Little Rascal, he came straight to me. Just like how Booster did, you know? And then that's when Jacob asked me when I was downstairs with Little Rascal going like, hey Rock, what you gonna name him? You figure out a name yet? Little Rascal. And then well, there you go. And it fit perfectly, because he was just nothing but a little rascal. Little, but a rascal, you know?
And he was pretty small.
He was small, but he was growing, but he would pick fights with anybody, anything. And it would just take one bite or one stomp and he's done for, you know? But he wasn't afraid. He would just attack anything that, you know, just because he wasn't afraid to go up against him. Like when I first introduced him to his older brother Busa, he tried to climb out of my grip, and I'm like, hey, one bite and you're done for. One bite. What do you think you're doing? You can't take on a dog. But no, he's sitting there. Here, put me down. Watch me. It's like, oh my god, this ferret. This ferret. And then I always make joke. You didn't get this on my side of the family. You got it on your mom's side of the family. And it's a furry ferret. Or like Boozley, you didn't get this on my side, Boozley. You got it on your mom's side. And it's a dog. Where'd you get all this hair? You didn't get it on my side of the family. And it's like, okay.
Most definitely not for me.
Where'd you get all this fur, Boost? This is not on my side of the family. Gotta be on your mom's. And then it's like, Jack would never really laugh. Like, really? Obviously, Rock is like, Jesus. There's a reason why I divorced his mom. It's like,
Okay, whatever you say.
Yeah. Or like when Little Rascal goes and tries to pick a fight with anybody, anybody, I'll sit there going, hey, that attitude, we don't condone that in our family. You keep that for your mom, alright? There's a reason why I left her. And Jacob just sits there and makes that face, you know, like, okay. This is what I get for taking custody of the kids.
Okay.
Like Jake and them, they always were helpful on, you know, like watching them all the time for me. And then the thing I always did was I always cleaned up their mess, give them food or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
As responsibility, you know, make sure they have food and water. Of course, they help out with that too, but you know, like they would walk Booster or something, or they would play with Little Rascal. But every time, like Mom said, the one time he actually slept, he never slept with anybody else. But when I slept, Little Rascal was found sleeping right next to me. He never did that with anybody else. Man, I miss that ferret so much.
Yeah.
But you know, that's the age. He was old. He got old. But I'm just glad in a way when he passed away, I got to see him for the last time. But I was just really sad that I knew something was wrong, but I just thought he was just really tired, you know? But it's like, I was cleaning up his, you know, like, not to get all sad here, but you know, like how it happened is like I went downstairs before because we were gonna go to Minneapolis and visit Tessa and them, and they were gonna bring us to the trampoline area there, right?
Mhm.
And so I went downstairs like going like I gotta clean up his mess because it's been like literally 2 days. That's terrible. So I literally went down there, cleaned it up. Billy was gonna stay behind because he had schooling to do or something, and he said like he'll also watch the ferret for us. So I was like, all right, cool, Bill, thanks. I go downstairs to clean up the paper, put new newspapers down, and I know, and every time I put it down, Little Rascal's always ready, always woken up by me cleaning up his mess. So he would always get out of bed and, you know, all that stuff, right, wanting to play. But I knew something was up because I just thought he was really tired because he didn't come out of the hammock. So I just thought, oh man, he's really tired. But for some odd reason in my brain, it kept after I put down the paper and before I was about to just walk upstairs about to, you know, like just let him sleep. My I don't know what was someone was telling me to go and, you know, like pet him, you know. And so I went in, like kind of like touched the blanket, and then I just see his head pop out, you know. But he was just like, I thought he was just tired. Yeah. But his eyes are open looking at me, you know, and then he was just sitting there trying to look at it. Like, I didn't see him as weak. I just saw him like, oh, he's probably tired. But I just sat there and said, you know, my usual sound, and I talked to him, and he's just sitting there. You know, I'm petting his head gently, and I'm going like, hey, we're gonna head out, okay? Sorry for waking you up, you. And so, after telling him like we're leaving and all that, came down to see you. We'll be back. I tell him like, hey, you go to sleep, okay? Night night. Night night, you. But it was like in the morning, of course. But it's like, you go back to sleep, okay? So I petted him, and then that's when I walked upstairs, and then we're at the trampoline area the next day. And then that's when I get a... Oh, the killer's here. I'll just walk away casually. Like nothing happened. Whew.
I lost her.
She was chasing after you.
Yeah. I was just running around the boat and she lost her.
Run. Run.
Really?
Where are we? Where are we? I see you, Jess. Hang on.
Hold on, okay. I'm going with you.
Oh, hell no.
Look out, look out.
But that's what I was saying. I was happy I got to at least see him one last time before I went to Minneapolis. I guess like a sign of to him like a goodbye. I hope.
Right now he's just resting.
Yep. As AJ would say, resting in paradise.
Good. She's definitely again.
Thank you so much.
To go off to feeling this Johnson. If I run into you, I'm sorry.
The teammate are almost done with this one. Okay. I guess the teammate's gonna go work on another and I'll finish this one up.
I lost her. Oh yeah, by the way, I have the key. Skeleton key. Again. This is my second key.
Nice.
I have 3 keys in total, so yeah. You good? No. Are you working on the generator?
I'm working on a generator right now. Teammates here too.
Oh nice. Did you guys work on the one that the teammate was working on?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, the one by the shack?
Yeah. Our teammate, another teammate, the other teammate did.
Okay, I'm trying to look at the generator.
Oh shit. Oh shit. The killer's here. The killer's here. The killer's here. Kill him.
It's so ironic how the nurse wants to kill. It's so ironic how the nurse is used to kill instead of heal.
Alright?
Same with the doctor. Well, yeah, ironic. With the irony in this game. Okay, I'm working on one. I'm halfway done.
Teammate is healing me up right now.
Okay, that's good.
Oh shoot. Okay.
Almost done. Okay, Oh, I found another one.
One more pump left.
Who's watching that movie? No. I'm not watching nothing.
Okay, I'm gonna look for the
Oh.
Are you opening the gate?
Alright, I'm gonna leave.
Alright.
Alright, see you guys.
Adios. Oh, Jesus. Yes. the hello?
Good thing the killer didn't have, Rocky, good thing that killer...
Yeah? Yes, sir. Yeah, she left. That hasn't hit puberty. No, that was me you were hearing. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I wish. Yeah.
Okay, hold up, I'm leveling up.
Alright in. Alright, Jess, we made it the last round. Let's see if we can make it 2v2. One last round for today.
And then who's next turn?
What the Oh no. Damn it!
What happened?
I wanted to get the big point, but apparently it didn't give me it. Bunch of jerks.
Okay. Now we wait for like about 10 minutes, and now,
Right?
and then we're in our game.
And then we're in our game.
Wait, do you know how old Busa is?
We count his birthdays from when I got him, so that was my 18th birthday to the year I graduated, so 2011. So what is it, 2020, so 2011.
So 9 years old.
9 years old.
Okay. I was just...
Same as Little Rascal. We got him on Christmas Eve, and that was that same year.
2011?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just looking... I just searched this up for some reason. And I was just looking at the lifespan of animals.
Some actually could live longer. Like...
Yeah, there was this one dog that lived longer than the actual lifespan.
Yep.
And it was like a police dog. A German Shepherd, I believe.
Yeah. The ways of life, man.
So you're saying like this is around 9 years old?
Yep.
Okay, so
Yeah, and then when I lost Little Rascal, it was like around 2018, 2017, around those years.
2018 to 2017. Hold on. I'm looking at my... So 2000... so he was around this... Wait. So he was around 6 or 7 years old. Interesting.
But that's the thing, ferrets actually don't live that long.
Yeah, they live 5 to 10 years.
Yeah. So yeah, he was pretty old for his age, ferret years.
Oh, Rocky, you hear what happened about that WWE, um, that WWE superstar?
What happened?
Chad Gaspard. Do you know the name Chad Gaspard?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he passed away this year. He just recently passed away.
Yeah, they were posting that on Instagram and everything.
Like him and his 10-year-old son went swimming in Venice Beach, and then all of a sudden they went missing.
Uh,
And then they found his body dead.
but you could see how that could just happen to anybody, you know?
That's so. That's. I don't even know. Like, I don't think I was. I don't think I knew who he was.
Yeah,
Like,
no, he
I
was
was
kind of one of
in.
those superstars that was slowly coming up. I think if I remember, he was NXT maybe at the time.
The
Or he
only.
did make it to the roster of the WWE, I don't remember.
Like, I don't think I was, like, born when he was debuting into WWE.
Yeah.
Cause,
Wait,
cause,
Chad
or,
Gaze. I bet maybe if I look at a picture, I'll remember who he is. But I have heard the name.
he was part of a team called, Crime Time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he was part of that ruthless aggression era when PG-13 was starting up.
Yeah, I don't even. He debuted it in 2003.
Yeah, no, yeah, here with the guy named JTG.
Oh, JT. I know who JTG is.
Yeah, he was but Chad guy, he was the muscles of the group.
Yeah, he's
You
like,
always had your muscles and you always had your high flyer and tag teams. That was like mostly the combos.
yeah, you always have those two. You have the muscles, and then you have the other one, the talker, or whatever you call him,
Yes, sir.
speaker of the group.
Oh, you know Franson's first character, first encounter that he gets into the tournament against in the Monster Academy.
Who?
It was his first opponent was out of main characters that he fought was it was Starlight.
Funny. Uh-huh. That's tough.
And he won.
Oh. Uh-huh. He wrecked more.
She turned her back for 1 second, and then he took his chance of drop kicking her outside the ring.
Well, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Exactly. It's Starlight's fault for letting her guard down.
Mm-hmm.
Here, we're
Oh,
finally in a
Rocky.
match.
Rocky, you see all the new trailer on Mortal Kombat 11?
Heck yeah.
The
Can't wait.
friendships.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that one. I like Jax.
The saxophone.
Yeah.
Dude can play his saxophone.
You ready, Jax? And then just starts playing the saxophone.
It's funny. The one I find funny is the one that the Sub-Zero one, where he's just jumping for joy and then instantly grabs a bike full of like popsicles and stuff like that.
Yeah, the ice cream
Yeah.
carrier.
He's like a little kid when he did that.
It's crazy how Kitana's friendship, it was a little teaser of Melina, her sister, her half sister.
Yeah, Melina.
Yeah, I
She
was
just
like, they're
comes
playing
out of
patty
nowhere.
cake. It's like, are you kidding me?
It's like they're teasing like Melina is coming or something for
Yeah,
some reason.
if she's the next teaser, man, I'm up for it, dude.
But that would make no sense though, because Melina has died.
Well, look how they did the future and the past.
Oh yeah, yeah. They probably like might go back in time and like.
Yeah, or a different dimension too. That's what Mortal Kombat's been known for. It's like there's more than one timelines.
Yeah, because
what's the other term? Multiverses.
Yeah.
I mean, look how they brought freaking Terminator in there. It makes a lot of sense for Terminator to show up in that world. Any character from other films or games, you know.
And then RoboCop comes out of nowhere.
RoboCop shows up. Joker shows up. Spawn. Cinderella's back. It's like, really?
Shao Kahn.
Shao Kahn. So, but it fits. That's Mortal Kombat for you. You could. It's just a good plot.
And it could be sometimes unexpected.
Oh, it's the freaking
Oni. It's the Oni.
Help me! Help me! Help me! Help me!
What the heck? What the heck?
He's just watching me, dude. No.
Okay, I'm working on the generator. That dude came out of nowhere. Our teammate's not even doing anything.
He didn't even attack me, he just kept... I think he wants to farm.
Our teammate's just standing there.
No, he's following me and I'm just throwing pallets down and he didn't even hit me once. He just looked at me like... and just walked up to the pallet.
Okay, I'm done with the generator.
Wow, they really changed up the docks place a bit, you know?
This is probably one of the newest updates.
Yeah, like it's a little better. Whoa. Yeah, no, he didn't attack me at all yet.
He's right by me. I think he's with our teammate at AFK. I'm pretty sure he's with the teammate that's AFK.
Got my eye, pal.
Okay. Done.
Just
He's right in front of us.
Oh.
Are you trying to get his attention?
No. I forgot that this thing has a Well, hopefully... Whoa, shit. They didn't have this here. This is new. Fancy.
It's right there. He wanted me to drop a pallet on him. I mean, he's giving us a free win.
Found a teammate.
The one that's AFK?
No.
I'm just dropping pallets on him for blood points. Thank you. I think he's just giving us points. But part of me don't trust him because I feel like he's gonna all of a sudden use his perk. Okay, follow me. I look for a pallet. Right here. Open the exit. And now I'm just hitting him with pallets.
Gotta take the chance.
I like this guy.
Didn't really do much. Well, so much for the weird last game, actually, but I'll take it. Did he just disappear? Oh, no, he didn't. He's right there.
Okay, I'm gonna leave.
Oh, our teammate found the hatch.
Did he? Interesting last game though.
Yeah, obvious. Yeah, for real, dude.
Dude just gives us the win.
Hey, we'll take it.
The win's a win, so we're
Win's
good.
a win.